Because we still can't plan what we want to do long term because everyone's here. So
yeah, I'm in desperate need of a recap, by the way. I have no idea what you guys are up to.
well, basically, because we were at a point where we were gonna just like decide what we were doing, like that's where we ended the session before. Was like, right, we need to figure out what we're doing long term, and we couldn't do that without you two here. We were just like, right, we'll just go on a little side quest and do twins mission, right? So we went to the merchant sector or the entertainment sector. Yeah. Then we went in the casino. We went to the barman, bribed him a little, and got some information. We found out where he worked, found out what sort of person he was. Then we did some gambling. We went to said place of work. It was like a costume shop, I guess, or like a high-end clothes shop. We went in there. Sorry?
Tailor and costumer.
Yeah. We went in there, pretended to be some rich, pompous folk without Twin. So we went in without Twin. Me and Jasper were, envoys, and Romok was our guard. And we needed fine garms for an important event. So we made sure Romok got dressed up as embarrassing as possible.
He was very reluctant and relatively resistant to this, but had to go along with it for the good of the mission.
Yeah, the main goal was to confirm that the ledger and this person was there, and then I guess we went out, told Twin, but we kind of ended the session there. So like we kind of told Twin Edge what we found out, and then it's up to him because whilst we could help, we couldn't help, So
right. Just to confirm, this is Kareth Dovain is the guy you're tracking down, right?
That's
yes,
right.
someone who knows what who we're on about.
Yeah. I mean, I had this in my notes from the time those guys were kidnapped and drugged and much.
We were struggling. I'll be honest.
Yes.
Your note taker was not here. Yeah.
Hey, we got two. Romok's good. Rob's good too.
Yeah.
Rob was blindfolded though, so.
Oh, he was? Okay.
Yep. I was for that bit. This is the thing. I didn't have all of those details available.
Right, because you guys had to take the. Well, I mean, when you were kind of three of you were kind of kidnapped-ish, right? You were two of you were also like drugged afterwards, right? I think.
Yeah, we had those like pills and things. But no, the fact is, I have the notes. Rob has the notes. Romok did not have the knowledge.
Yes.
Twin did fill us.
I also think.
Yeah, Twin kind of passed it on. Yeah.
And you had some interesting names provided to Kareth as well, didn't you? And the people in the
Yes, but hopefully we never have to use them again.
And the 100, is that the name of the guys who kind of kidnapped you and gave you this mission in the first place? Not kidnapped,
Yeah, that was the mask.
The first rule of the 100: we do not talk about the 100.
What's the second rule?
But yes, it was. The 100 are the shady, mask-wearing people who are basically missioning Twin and saying, you find these masks, you find this ledger, you must do it without alerting anybody to our existence.
Right, and so Kareth is a big gambling fan, so that's why you guys got dressed up in their disguises and went to the gambling place. Are we picking up in the gambling place, or?
Well, we're outside.
Okay.
We kind of need to figure out what we're doing today, I guess. It's kind of the thing. Because...
Did you say we're at the table, Woody?
You're at the tailor's.
Tailor's, okay.
Yeah, so the Silken Thread, which is the luxury costume and tailor in the entertainment.
Do they only get the disguises after trying gambling first, I guess, then?
Well, we've done everything we can do, basically, so we need to go find something else to do.
Right. Nothing to do on this front.
But obviously we can't do anything too grand and just leave without speaking with the others, because I feel like
Mhm.
we need to make long-term plans before we do anything, right? So that's
Yeah.
basically the conundrum we were in last week. So we decided to do this while it was here, sort of thing. So
Yeah.
if there's any other things that you can think of that we need to do here, shout, basically.
Yeah. How did last I was here, like yes, the city's been saved, but it's also pretty badly damaged, and we saw the princes take off, and their bodyguard told just to stay here. How is people in the city like reacting to everything that had just happened? Kind of like shell shocked, or
So, as you made your way to the entertainment district, you did manage to get a look at how the town is reacting and everything that's going on around the areas where damage has occurred, where all that interaction with creatures happened. So, as you're moving through, you were seeing what looked like the Vale Guards had organised groups which are moving around in different areas, uh, sort of rescue and restoration groups, you would say. They're taking, sieving through rubble, finding bodies and laying them out,
uh-huh,
trying to help anyone who needs help. Um,
uh-huh.
one thing that was picked up well as you passed, um, the bodies which are all laying out, you can see that they look as they normally would have, obviously with all of the damage of the bludgeoning of the building and so on.
Hmm.
What you did notice was none of them seemed to be wearing any sort of jewelry or anything of worth. They seem to have been picked clean,
Right.
and that's the case on pretty much everyone you're seeing.
Hmm.
Um, uh, yeah, so there's this is happening all over the place. But people are generally shell shocked. When you got to the entertainment district, however, some of the buildings have been slightly damaged by the attacks, but people do still seem to be going in to those different establishments
Right.
within the area.
Well, I guess gambling and stuff is recession proof, right? So you're, you're seeing that. Okay. So we need like a different direction because the rest of us can't really do twins quest for him, huh? And you guys have no ideas as yet so far as what you're kind of saying.
What do you mean?
Like you guys were saying, we were trying to figure out like a direction that we can go, like something we can do that isn't Twins Quest because he kind of needs to do that, right? So we can't really
Yeah.
do that. And
Yeah.
I would, so just like my first thought, just spitballing here is okay. Maybe there's a bit of like a crime spree, right? We wouldn't really. It would be the good guy thing to do, to not really let part of the city be taken over by, organized, semi-organized crime. Is that the thing that has any?
Yeah, I mean, I suggested going around murdering all the goblins, but that didn't catch last time. So maybe
Right,
with
right.
you two, it might.
I was
Yes,
about to
I
ask
think
what happened to the goblins and when they touched
you could avoid racial
Romok.
genocide and just focus on the crime aspect. Yeah. Uh, uh, yeah, I did. I hope give that Gobnix guy like a huge scare. With my whole eagle transformation. Put on the chest and then, like could have scared him straight. So I hope it's not him. Do you guys want to do anything like that, or any other ideas?
Yeah, maybe we could go to like the guard and see. Obviously, we could probably give a report of what we saw and what sort of happened. That might help them.
Okay.
We could also, yeah, see if there's any like missing people that we can look for. That was
Yeah.
kind of our guise for looking for what's his name, Devan. Anyway, so
Yeah.
yeah, so like we could actually do it for real and actually get some good karma points.
Yep. Good
Maybe
start.
get
Now only
some.
two of us have actually seen whatever you guys saw, so yeah, you two definitely should take the lead on this.
But I mean, I'm still. I mean, I'm still a bit messed up, you know. Look at my bloody eye. It's gonna take some getting used to.
All right, Romak, it's all you. Yes.
Well, I mean,
Well,
Romulus
I would much
obviously...
appreciate getting out of this ridiculous attire.
No,
Yes,
Jasper
yes,
says you
you-
must wear it for the rest of the day.
Well, I think you might be slightly less convincing if you remained just as that. I do think your normal garb would be more convincing to the guards, more approachable. So do you want to get switched out and you can?
I would certainly appreciate that. But above table, there's no way in hell Jasper would go for that. He just forked out 45 gold. He's not letting Romok take this off.
Lachlan spent 700 gold on a tongue of Duolingo, and he hasn't even used it yet. So there are a lot of weird losses in this world.
Well, I was waiting to rest, and then obviously we got a bit distracted last time. So, how about I, this is not Lachlan saying this, but maybe I wish for you to disappear. You watch your tongue, alright?
Matty's not here, which makes this a little bit more complicated. But I had ideas of I imagine Romok is the most uncomfortable in this attire, and I foresee them kind of making a bet. I don't know the nature of this bet, but the whole kind of Barney Stinson. I can pull anyone, even if I'm wearing a bin bag. It's hard to do that without Matty here. I don't know what the nature of that might be, but like I say, I think the bottom line is Jasper, I think, would probably draw his sword before he lets Romok take this off willingly.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So even when people are not here, we can still let them hold up our plans to do anything. Okay.
Oh yeah, Jasper's helping Twin get through that window, right? So
Yeah. Okay. Look, I mean, that was my only suggestion. Is to pursue this. Look,
I mean, it's a good suggestion, to be honest. I mean, obviously, I've got my own research to be doing, but
right.
that can be
Okay,
done
so
anytime without you.
Here's what I'm saying. Yes, we're the only four of us, but let's not just waste the session. Let's try to do something.
Yes,
Rock, if
let's
you need
go
to change
to
out, we can pretend that the argument has already happened and it's settled in a way in which this is happening now. Where you're switching out and we're talking to the guards. Can we just do that?
No, he's got to do it in costume.
Roll persuasion, and let's see what you can get for keeping yourself out of that outfit.
Yeah, sure.
And I'll roll one for Jess.
19. Oh, I'm not. Sorry, I'm not in roll 20. But I rolled a 19.
I'll give you some guidance on this. Throw a D4 in there.
You managed to you beat my roll, which I put through.
Yeah, cool.
You managed to persuade Jasper that just this once, it's not suitable to wear that outfit. You find yourself in an area where you can change.
Cool. Romok will redress in his breastplate, his shirt, his appropriate attire for the region. Right.
So when you
now
go
that
to
that's
change,
over with,
this will be just outside the tailor. So where would you go? Would you be going just around the side or something, or how do you think you?
are there changing rooms in the tailor?
There are changing rooms in the tailor. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
You can't do that. That'll
Again-
break the sky. That'll ruin everything. They'll get suspicious. Go into the
that's a
next
very
door.
good point. That's a very good point. I think I'll go to the tavern at this point.
Go in the casino toilet.
Or in the alley. I don't know. There's no shame. I just want it off.
So you're just doing it in the alley?
Yeah. Well, why not?
I mean,
Okay.
I don't think the guards' public nudity is top of their priority right now.
This could
is it?
take a real tangent right now.
So you get yourself in the alleyway. Do me a favor while you're there. Just roll a perception check for
Imagine
me.
if your clothes get nicked. Both sets.
Are we-
whilst you're in there.
Perception.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's go. 23.
Nice.
As you're there changing, you just cast your eyes around, and you notice something was slightly off. There's like a post sticking out of the back. There's like a hatch on the back of the building, and there's like a sort of post sticking out, and it looks like there's a bit of fabric just hanging on it, which has just got a slight pattern design on it, a couple of stripes, which is red and blue, and just seems slightly out of place.
Did you say patchwork?
It's
Sorry,
just
I lost clarity there.
It's just like a piece of cloth which has been hung up on this hook essentially, and sort of blue.
How high are we talking? Is it within reach, or would it require a climb?
No. It's there's like this hatch, which is almost like a window on the side of the building,
Okay.
just towards the back, and there's like this little pole which sticks out, and there's a little flap of fabric on it. Like
Can I
this
take a
small...
closer look?
Yeah.
Is there any sort of emblem? Is it?
So you see, there's no emblem on it, but what you can see is it's like this blue silk with like red stripe through it, and it looks like it's been tied around this sort of peg hook twice.
Is the building this is behind the tailor itself?
The tailor, yeah.
Okay.
But that's it. You don't notice anything else.
Okay. Why draw attention to it? Can I? I don't know. You say it's what? It's a piece of shredded cloth. It's
cut.
so I see it. Would I be able to determine, is this some sort of signal or a sign or a marker or...
Roll intelligence.
Thanks.
Are the rest of us just at like the junction of the main road and the alley here?
You're just at the front of the shop, and Roland's just gone down the side. You've heard in your past profession, sometimes messages can be passed in local areas through signals and signs and things. So this could potentially be a signal of some sort.
Okay. I think, considering everything that Twin has sort of relayed to him about, the 100 and just his own kind of, he's not the smartest cookie in the box, is he? But I think with the knowledge of kind of, messages being passed, it's notable. So I think I'd share it with group, and obviously aware that Twin himself is not with us tonight, but I think I'd maybe point it out to the group just for be on the lookout.
I see. So you believe these might be related to the 100?
The 100, another group.
Indeed. I mean, I was thinking
women's, wives and girlfriends of the soldiers. Who knows? It could merely be the indication of a nighttime dalliance.
This is true. My mind first went to the general crime spree that seems to be taking over the city. Maybe they're marking the tailor as a easy mark. But who knows?
Was
it outside the tailor's itself that this flagpole or whatever was hung? It was on the
tailor's. This is the tailor's building. Okay. It is on the tailor's building, and it's at the back end of the building as well, down this alleyway. And there's nothing else like this in the alleyway. That's why it stands out, because it's very bare in there, apart from this one little sort of hook. Fine tailored cloth, but yeah, just randomly. And it's by this hatch which sort of leads into the tailor.
Is it pointing in a particular direction?
No, it's basically just sticking out and just hanging down, tied in twice on this peg.
I think with the roll of 12, I don't think I'm going to investigate it any further than that. I've relayed it to the group. Can't determine off the, it's a flag, it's colourful, it's out of place, but I don't know whether I've got any sense.
Go round and take a look. I'll enter the alleyway while Robert's half naked.
Oh,
you just
I
see
was also
his
gonna
like
follow
bare
up,
ripped
but,
chest.
wait,
Oh,
covering my eyes with the back of my hand, saying, "Romok, are you decent?" Before we come in, come out.
I'll just walk in. No hands covering. Just
Nothing to be ashamed of here, friends.
Roman, we've seen it all before, mate. Put it away. What's this? What's this thing you've noticed? This signal.
Look up there. Piece of cloth, red and blue, tied twice.
Well, if
And
that's
then look
something
around.
to be
Nothing.
seen, right? Perhaps if we can lift someone up to where it should be seen and see if there's, a clear point that it should be seen from, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Like, has it fallen down? Or...
No. I mean, if it's a signal, it's got to be seen, right, from a particular point. So if you look from where it is, then you can see where the people are looking
I understand.
for it from.
That
So
makes sense.
can you lift me up?
Absolutely. And I hold my hands out as though to kind of give you a boost.
Lachlan, you have taken a bad fall recently, and I'm quite nimble myself. Perhaps I should be the one to go up.
Oh, I mean, sure, but I mean, I've got good eyes, I can.
Yeah, well, I mean, they'll take a little bit of healing, just to, I'm surprised you're not afraid of heights at the moment. Just...
I'm not afraid of anything.
I mean, I can try if you'd like.
I think I might be
However, my hand's
lighter
just sort of
than...
waiting and then just sort of scanning between the group. I'm just sort of holding my hands out to,
Well, how tall is
Look,
this, Woody?
how's it going?
How high up
Check.
is it?
Well, it's not that high. It's on the first floor, so it's
so
ground level. It's
Okay.
the hatch is sort of window height, and it's just sort of above the window.
just above like head height, sort of thing, right?
Yeah, I would say, Keck, that I am far lighter than you and quite nimble as well, so I think I would be the natural. I'm a wood elf. I would be the natural choice for climbing something. Would you not say?
Okay. I was mainly just suggesting because how you all found me upside down my tree.
Aren't you
Just
like
a little
huge,
throwback to
the
that.
whole shell and all that, right? Like, you're like very sturdy and heavy. I would
If I
imagine,
fall, it
right?
shouldn't hurt as much.
Right. So Romok gives me a boost, and is there like maybe a windowsill or something above that I can climb up to get to like a kind of vantage point of some sort?
Well, it is quite. I mean, there's some boxes around the side. There's some barrels. You'd be able to pull those over and
Okay.
climb up. Probably
Mhm.
view if you.
Right. Do I get to like a height where I can kind of see over some of the other backsides of the buildings in this alley? Like maybe if there's a top of a building somewhere, especially like which this is supposed to be seen from.
So you look around. Give me a perception check.
Yep. 27.
Okay. So with that, yeah, that's really good. I mean, you can see there are towers which you can see in the distance over the top. I mean, these buildings in the entertainment district aren't massively tall. There's only like 1 or 2 stories high. But you immediately look out onto the street. And on the other side of the street, you can see there is a couple of buildings there. You've got the Gilded Fang and
Sorry, am I looking at the street which is like in front of the tailors, and so like these would be the shops?
yeah. So
the
it's pretty much
tailors?
it's the opposite side of the tailors.
Right.
You've got opposite there the Gilded Fang and the Emberleaf Parlor.
Mhm. Do either of those have any kind of shady reputation of any sort? Like by shady, I don't mean like murder, but like
Okay, I'll say with your 27 perception, I would say you can see there is a similar peg which hasn't got anything hanging on it on the side of the Gilded Fang.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the Gilded Fang is like a tavern or something, is that right?
Now the Gilded Fang is like an exotic beast. Shop.
Okay. Okay. I climb down. relay this. There does seem to be an almost identical peg, but without any cloth marker on the Gilded Fang. Now, did you guys go to the Gilded Fang last week? Anyone? Okay, I guess they're both. Or
I don't think so. I'll be honest. It was all a blur. You know, there was drinking, there was gambling.
oh, Lachlan, you should not be drinking in your current state after recovering from that. This is terrible. Who's giving you this medical advice?
It was just great pain relief.
I mean, Hezekiah, me and you can't remember anything from last week, so God knows what we were drinking.
Yes, this is true. Yes,
Well, we left you at the place we were staying.
Yes, Keck and I had to attend a prayer service, which was interrupted many times by talks of fire. Someone, can't remember who. Okay, so you.
So is
some
there a
part.
place that stands out as like one thing that is looking here? You know what I mean? Like
Yes. It's just another pen just like this, but it's got no cloth marker on it. So it definitely seems somehow related, I have to imagine.
Perhaps if we go to that one and do the same thing
Yes.
and look around, maybe there'll be another one. It'll be like a chain of messages that need to be passed on, if that makes sense. We can follow
Indeed.
that.
Perhaps
maybe
this is the
find
case. But as we've also never investigated and seen anything in the Gilded Fang, I mean, there might be something going on. Just it's definitely worth going there, though. As soon as you're finished, Ramak, I say, and jump down.
Well, let's check the pole over there and see where that
Yes.
leads, if that makes sense. And then
Yes,
we can
exactly,
either go
obviously,
in and investigate if we want or not, you know?
Right, yes, we're going to the Gilded Fang. We established that. Okay, great.
Well, I mean, do the same thing that we just did, is what I'm saying.
Yep.
Cool.
So you make your way across the street, and you find yourself outside the Gilded Fang. Down the alleyway there, you can see there is another sort of peg attached to the wall. It's beside a door.
Is it also out back in the alley of the Gilded Fang?
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's quite far back the street. So sort of similar to how this one was. It was not like right in the front. It was a little bit further back. So.
Mm-hmm. Like on the back side of the building for both of them. That's right.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Romak, if you could give me a boost again.
So give me a perception.
Hold hands out and throw him up.
Okay, 20 this time.
Give me a 20. Sorry, you say 20?
20.
Okay. This one, you look around and you can see for a start it hasn't got the cloth or anything on it at all. Looking around, you can't really see anything of note other than the other side of the street where you've got the tailor shop.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing stands out. You don't see any other pegs anywhere else. No other cloth that's hanging.
I head back down, mention, the chain of messages was a good idea, but I can't see any from that vantage point, at least. Perhaps you could talk to someone in the...
Maybe this is where the chain ends, you know? Maybe this is where all it needs to go.
This is true, but from my previous vantage point, I was able to see quite well, and this was the only peg of such a nature that I was able to observe. So I just think that maybe there might be something to be gained by talking to someone in the Gilded Fang.
Yeah, but I don't think, you know, we can't just walk in and say, oh, what's with all the bloody cloth out the window, you know?
Yes, of course, we would have to have some amount of, guile.
Guys, yes. Well, I mean, me and Romok are pretty guiled out for today. Why don't you and good old Keck see what you can come up with?
Very well. Okay. Now here's the thing. That cloth from the first place, you said it was blue silk or some other fine cloth with a red stripe on it, right?
That's right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Keck, how is this as an idea? Perhaps we enter the Gilded Fang, and we, approach one of the servicemen, and we mention that, we haven't been in this area for very long. We're very excited, and we have to find out a way to introduce the peg or the cloth as an idea. Perhaps you could. Do either of us, by any chance, just happen to have any cloth that looks like that at all? Or I guess we could go nab that first one. Could we just go back and nab the first one?
I mean, surely won't that let them know that you're onto them, right?
Smells
Who is the
weird.
them? And
Well,
yeah,
look,
Is it?
I've been to some shady places, right? People used to turn, signs upside down to signify stuff, or there'll be signals for anything for guard patrols or
okay.
whether a debt's been collected on places. Is there's some real shady people, and I don't think this place is any different.
The shape of the stripe on that flag. You know how like some kind of flaggy symbols have like names like saltires, crosses, and all that, right? Was that any kind of specifically named symbol by any chance? Just a stripe, I guess.
There's on the fabric itself. You're talking.
Yeah, the red stripe on the blue fabric.
There is no insignia, no writing, no labels, nothing
Okay.
at all. It's
Right.
blue silk.
Okay. I mean, my best idea of how to proceed from here is still that we should approach someone in the Gilded Fang
Well,
and somehow
Hezekiah,
manage to. Yes.
why don't we just go into the Gilded Fang first, look around and see if we see any fabric that matches what this is before
Yes, this is a
speaking to anyone,
brilliant
and
idea.
then maybe come up with an idea when we're in there, rather than coming up with all these
Indeed.
probabilities, and
Indeed. I think that's the best idea, Keck. Let us go inside.
it might
With the
become
two of you look
obvious as we go there.
With
Or
the...
we'll be in the alleyway changing.
All right, that seems normal.
I didn't actually mean changing. That's our excuse for hanging around outside.
No, I understand. You two seem to have picked up some new hobbies since we last spoke, and
Well, it's been a hell of a morning. What can I say?
hell of a morning. So you guys got smashed in the morning, and it's the afternoon now here.
Yep. Drinking started 1 minute past 9.
Uh-huh. All right, Keck, let us see what kind of interesting animals they happen to have here.
I will follow along.
Okay, so the building itself, you can see it is differently designed than the other buildings around here. While it still has that white brickwork, marbly look, like everything else in the city, this one, for a start, it's more of a circular structure, and you can see there's like metal rivets which have been put along the brickwork on the outside, and it's it still looks nice to look at. It's well designed, and it's not mishmashed like a crazy a goblin would have designed or something like that. It's aesthetically pleasing, and as it gets to the entrance, you can see that some of the designs they brought in elements of wood and metals, and it almost looks like an open mouth towards the entrance, like a creature's open mouth with fangs coming down. It is, however, partly damaged. It seems like this was in this entertainment district, one of the ones which has been more damaged than some of the others. Like, for instance, one of the other buildings may have just had a few sort of pock marks on the side of it, a little bit of damage from some stray boulders, stones and things that have pelted it. But this one looks like it's taken a little bit more an impact. And there's, for instance, a hole in the top part of the building. And yeah, it's definitely not in prime condition.
Before we
The
go
door
in,
itself.
before we go in, could I ritually cast Speak with Animals on myself? It would come in handy someday.
Mhm.
Because, I mean, come on, is there a better scenario for Speak with Animals than this, right?
I was going to say it's probably worthwhile looking out for animals you haven't got in your little library of things to change into as well. It's exotic
Yeah.
beasts.
Mhm.
I mean,
Okay, so, yeah.
So you can see, like, as you go into the entranceway, which has got these fangs over it, inside there's like some sort of chains which are hanging down and looping across the entrance before the door itself. And the door itself is closed right now. You go to try the door, and it does open with a heavy click. And inside you see sort of a lobby, which is a small entranceway. There's like a little booth to the side, a small window, and then there's another double doors in front of you. In front of those double doors, you can see there are two elves, which are sort of standing at the door, just looking in and just trying to look down, peeking through the gap in the door. And as you come in, they hear you coming in, and they turn around. Oh, I'm afraid we are not open. Had a little bit of an incident, as you may have realised, and he's this sort of broad-shouldered elf, and his clothing, it looks like it was fine at one point, but it now looks like it's got some streaks of dust and dirt, and there's like a little broken fabric like on the shoulder. We're having a bit of a problem at the moment, and you can hear from where you are like the sound of sort of growl and hisses coming from the other side of the door.
is
I speak up and say,
anyone injured or needs healing? Is there anything we can do to help?
No, I think we're all okay. It's just our creatures. Some of them apparently seem to have escaped their captivity
Mhm.
in the attack.
Uh.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the right time to go in and try and corral them, possibly.
I respond in Elvish. Dear sirs, I am rather well acquainted with the temperament and composure of beasts. Why would you not let me and my companion please attempt to address your problem? I promise that we have helped many in the city in these calamitous times, and we hope to be able to help you as well.
The two elves sort of look at each other and go, give themselves a little nod, and have a little moment, just whispering to each other. And you can hear them just say, oh, wouldn't be us. Used to be that. They turn to you, by all means, if you think you can do anything, we don't want the creatures hurt, really. I mean, they may already be partly hurt, but we need to get them back in their cages after this is done.
I am a great lover of beasts myself. If possible, there shall be no harm done to them whatsoever. Would it be all right if I asked two more of our companions to come and help us?
By all means, we'll reiterate, we really do not want them to be killed, but...
Sir, I can assure you they
yeah,
shall not be slain on my watch.
I mean, you say that, but you haven't seen them. There's a few in there which are a little bit risky.
Uh-huh. I will say on the earring to Romak, and okay, it's Twin, Keck, and Locke don't have earrings. Jasper, who isn't here, and Romok have earrings, right? So I'll say to Romok, Romok, if you could come inside, there seems to be a bit of a situation with some of the animals, and I have offered to help these gentlemen return them to their cages. So, some help might be necessary, might be helpful for Keck and I on this.
Yeah, I'll relay it to the group and I'll come in.
Well, you're
hang on.
with Lothar
Hang
right
on.
now, yes.
Do we want to go in if there's some shady stuff going on?
Yeah, I think try to determine what is the nature, why are you concerned?
To my understanding, the building has been damaged, as you can see from the outside a little bit. Perhaps this damage is what caused some cages to perhaps end up being opened or otherwise damaged, and it seems that certain beasts have left their cages, and the gentlemen here seem to be rather perplexed by this and in a bit of a dicey situation, so I've offered to help them a little bit, and I don't think it should be too much trouble beyond corralling some animals. Who should not be slain. Let me just clarify: should not be slain. Maybe hurt a little bit, if necessary, but not slain. And it's not exactly shady. It's the natural consequence of a regional damage.
Didn't we go in there to see if anything shady was going on? And then about 5 seconds, he's turned around and offered to help these people.
Yes, but okay.
I'm not talking to you.
This is true. This is true. You don't have an earring. Talking to Romok.
So Romok, I personally don't think that if we think they're up to no good, we should show our faces. Perhaps just say, we'll help, but we won't come in. You know, they'll get the information. We'll start looking already.
Okay.
But that's my opinion, Romok. Feel
A
free
lot
to.
going on here. We're
Yeah.
already on the trail for Twin. Do we really
Well-
want to get involved in another thing that may reveal ourselves? I'm with you, Locke. Yes,
Well,
we want to do what we can to help, but
Say
Do you tell me that on the earring, Romok, by any chance?
no, this would be a private conversation with Locke at this point.
Well, perhaps we just say we'll help, but you know we won't come in. We're scarred from the attack or something. I don't I don't know.
We're here to help at the end of the day, and looking at Locke's wounds that are still healing, we've certainly taken our licks. If we can help, then I think we should. But what else do we want to get involved with? We have a charge, and Twin seems very determined to complete his mission, quest, call it what you will.
We can't help Twin anymore, so we might as well do this. But I thought the whole point of going in there was to investigate whether these people were shady or not, and we've already signed up to help them in a matter of minutes. Perhaps.
I agree.
what's-
More information could be
Yeah.
You
Tell
might
him
get
to.
more information by going inside.
But we don't want to show our face.
Do you respond to me at this point, Romok? Because that was all silence, right?
One moment, please.
Romok, just tell him to find out more information. We'll help, but we're busy. Just tell him we're busy or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll relay that in a way that is be careful not overcommitting. Let's try and gather what's happened before we make promises. Let's manage expectations here.
Indeed, of course. And on the off chance, I'm just, throwing ideas into the wind. On the off chance that you guys don't want to see your faces, don't want your faces to be seen, shall I advise these gentlemen to perhaps leave the building so that, nothing gets too hairy? And so I say to those two guys, gentlemen, would you mind perhaps leaving the building? I cannot ensure that things will not get a little bit out of hand, but I promise that we will successfully manage these beasts.
They look at you and say, as long as you can promise that the beasts will be put back in the cages, I think we can give you 10, 20 minutes. Sure.
Yes, on the faith of the All-Father Coralon, I assure you that we will handle this with the greatest deftness. Or
By all
like
means,
evil father of the elves. Yeah.
best of luck to you on this.
As they are leaving the building, I say on the hearing to Romak, I have advised those gentlemen to leave the building. Should you be at all available to be helpful, maybe stay somewhere near an entrance to the building. And back to Keck. Oh, Keck, shall we see what's ahead of us?
Indeed. I can provide us some
Oh, what?
buffer. That'll stop anything kind of jumping on us within 10 feet. I don't know whether now or leave that for later. See what happens if you're talking now, because might drop something as we're in conversation.
Right. Okay. Did they kind of indicate through any manner, like which door one might go through from the like lobby to the animals and where that is?
There is only really one door. There's the
Okay.
entrance you came in, and then there's the double doors in front that they were standing in looking through.
Okay.
Side there is that booth which has a small window on it, but it looks like it's just meant for taking admissions and tickets.
Okay. Through the double doors then.
There's no actual way in there. It's just that. So yes.
Okay.
As we go in, Kaka's gonna like put his hand on Hezekiah's shoulder and give him guidance, saying, "I'm sure you've got this."
I believe that I'm quite capable of such things, and men of faith such as us, we should have faith in a situation like this. All right. So what do we see? Go on.
So you go in, and 1 second, I've been scrambling trying to put this together for you.
Yeah. I know. It's how could you have known what crazy thing we would come up with, right?
So 1 second, guys.
This wasn't all pre-planned.
This one, no. However, I don't
What?
think just as well.
Well, if you didn't say anything.
True. My own fault, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go in and you see. So you go in, you feel like the temperature immediately just sort of drops. Like it feels like. The arena opens up before you. It is an arena. It's this wide
okay. So I think
circular.
the building is way bigger than I thought it was. If there's an arena inside, right?
It is quite big. So there's this wide circular and tiered pit almost in this center. There's seating areas all around. And then at the sides, you can see these towering cages. You can see there are creatures inside them that look like they're sort of pacing back and forth and growl, scraping at the bars and so on. You can see the damage from one of the meteors, part of the meteor, damaged a bit of the structure in here. There's some hulking rubble in the center there. And it looks like as it's come through, it's smashed through some of the cages, leaving them bent and open. Those cages you can see are empty. And these are not small cages as well, they're quite large.
Was this open air before the meteor-like thing made it kind of open air?
It's a big, open, high-ceilinged room, but the hole in the ceiling is new. But yeah, you can smell as you go in. It's got that sort of musty, sort of dank smell. You can smell like bedding,
every kind of animal,
and hay, and just obviously feces. But also you smells like something like burning, and you can smell blood. But as you move in, you hear this sort of rumbling growl, and it just throw you into this.
Can I do like an animal check to try to figure out what kind of creature that sound might be coming from?
Sure can. But yeah, roll animal handling. See how you fare.
It's a 20.
Sounds familiar to you. You've heard something similar to this.
Is it an owlbear?
The time in the woods. It very well could be owlbear, yes. But there is another noise you hear as well, slightly more subtle. But let me just bring this. I do have an owlbear too. Okay, I'll throw in this in. It's funny looking through all of these art assets, which the different creatures, and some things which you never discovered. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to use this.
Amazingly, an owlbear is not a beast. It is instead a monstrosity, putting it in the same category as like all kinds of wild things that aren't even like remotely animal. So I can't even talk to it with my speak with animals.
Well, always get
Okay.
where you can.
Okay, so who have we got here who's going to be going?
The two of us.
I guess we'll be coming in now, right? Once we spot them leave, we'll like come in. But we want to get, ideally, we want to get past this creature and like get upstairs and see what's going on with the window, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, as a guy that mentions, I fear that these creatures might be a bit more of a menace than we had initially hoped for. Romak, if you might ask Lachlan as well as yourself to come join us, I fear that an owlbear is ahead of us.
An owlbear.
Are they the cages at the top left? Or the paddocks at the very top?
So, yeah, 1 second. I'm dropping you guys all in there. Right, so who's here? Who have we got? You. They waited outside.
Well, I'm gonna do what's it called? Armor. Major armor, sorry.
Okay. So, this guy here, for now, we can take the out. He is in the pit itself. Looks like he's made his way down there and he's just sort of hulking around inside it.
It looks sad.
Is that the Tremor Horn logo, the
The
token?
tremor, as the tremor.
Yeah, nice.
I just found
Old
it.
days when we hadn't committed so many crimes.
Here we go. There's your elbow. I just found it. Yeah, so the elbow. Okay. Yeah, he's just prowling around. And you can see, yeah, over here is all the cages and everything. These are going to be all the There's going to be cages around the back as well.
Yeah. I wasn't able to get a feel for that other voice, the like softer, weaker voice that I heard. What that?
So it sounded feral. It sounded almost like growling, low sort of rumbling.
Not baby owlbear, is it by any chance?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So, what would you like to do? The owlbear has not seen you yet, so I'll let you decide what you want to do. Where you want to move.
Right off the bat, what do you know? Like, sometimes people have different takes on certain things, right? I don't know if you would judge that speak with animals can't communicate with an owlbear because it's technically a monstrosity and not a beast. Maybe I should try.
You can certainly try.
I will. I will announce myself. Like, maybe is it possible for these guys to not be visible? Like, if the owlbear, let's say, turned and to look in my direction from where I was speaking, right? Like, would it automatically see them as well? If not, I would just say, kind of hide yourselves a little bit.
So at the moment, you're all standing at the back of this tiered seating thing on top of it. So if you did start talking, it probably would see you. Yeah.
All of us. Okay. I will maybe slightly quietly try to make my way down until I'm just about at like the ground level, and then start speaking. Like, would that make it? Maybe the attention would not be drawn to the everyone else business.
Okay, that's fine. So as he's doing that, what do the rest of you guys want to do? Is there anywhere you want to move or do anything in the meantime?
Just kind of. So from where the window is with the thing, where would that be? In like, is it this side? I take it it's like this office area, maybe.
In this case, let's just say yes, it's over there. It's over there.
How does one get to there? Or do I have to go out through here, or is that?
Yeah, it looks like there's a door to the far back there.
Alright, well. I'm going to just come around and try and just stay out the way and see if maybe I can go and do that while these guys are dealing with their pesky animals.
So what you have here is a raised area, so you wouldn't be able to like traverse underneath.
No,
it or anything.
I'm just waiting until, and then I'll go down and round. I'm just hiding at the moment, out the way.
It actually looks like that's like the premium VIP seating area, which is just slightly raised up. It's separated.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Caesar.
How high is it? Could we climb up onto it?
It's about 10 foot. Yeah, about 8-10 foot. It's not much
Get
at all, really.
a little boost. Maybe I'll signal to Romo. Little boosty.
Yeah, Romo will come over near you lot. Seeing or noticing the owlbear will kind of be on guard. But yeah, wants to know more about these flags, so I'll give you a boost up.
Yeah.
And then for Keck, as I said at the door, with it being beasts, kind of got in our head, in Keck's head, that there is something we can do to help protect us if something does go wrong. So Keck is readying a spell, but also sticking with Hezekiah, who's now putting himself in kind of like the firing line. And the kind of trigger for that spell is if the owlbear does start charging towards Hezekiah, you're going to drop the spell. Which, if you want to know what it is,
What was the spell?
the spell is Anti-Life Shell, which will put a 10-foot radius around me and anyone within it that I choose. And any creatures then other than undead can't pass that 10-foot barrier, and it moves with me. So you'll be exempt because you're someone of my choosing, and the other two. But the owlbear can't get within 10 feet of us unless it's got ranged attack. And put it to the video.
Yeah. Now, I know owlbears are not always very easy to work with. In fact, they're pretty hard to work with. But there is a lore kind of thing about elves using owlbears to like wood elves, who live in like treetop communities, right? Like they get owlbears to kind of live near them as like a defensive system. Like not tamed exactly, I would say, but on the off chance that this owlbear has had a good relationship with some wood elves in the past, I would now like to make myself visible and start speaking.
Okay,
No,
you're
dear.
dropping down, dropping
Yes,
down into the pit.
Mhm.
Okay, so you drop yourself in there, and what do you say?
No, dear. I know this has been a very troubling time. It's been so for all of us. It's been so disturbing. Our homes have been damaged. I kind of point around to the cages. Have you been able to get something to eat? Have you had water? Would it be possible for me to help you have a better rest than you've been able to have recently?
like them. You make me fun. And now I fight you.
It really would be a shame if we were to fight in a condition like this. It's been so hard on all of us, has it not? But
As you're talking to him, he's pacing around, just sort of moving around.
I'd say my eyes would be scanning not only what that guy's movements are, but any other potential animals that would maybe be in sight.
So you, every now and again, you do hear this little growl. So roll me a perception check. See if you can sort of gauge which direction it might.
Just 14.
Actually, it came through as a 20. Oh no, it didn't. Scrolled in the wrong place. 14. You're right. You think it's. You're not sure exactly, but it's somewhere either ahead of you or to the right. Not sure. You can't
Are
quite
the
pinpoint.
animal are the animal pens like coming out of like hold on, why am I not, yeah. There, like that's the gate type entrance for the animals onto the stage. That's where the owlbear came from.
There are some there, yes, and there are some other ones which are higher up here as well.
Okay.
But yes, there's definitely cages down in these places here, and I just grabbed this map, so I've not got like the boulder that's come through. But yeah, there's like a lot. Let me just.
Yeah, I was wondering if like the squares on this are 5 feet or 10 feet, because it seems like it kind of should be a little bigger than like this being 15 feet away from where I am, right?
Yeah, it's. I think we'll just take it with a pinch of salt right now.
Okay.
But this whole area here.
Okay.
This is all a large boulder which has come through and smashed through.
Gotcha. Okay. That's okay. Okay, got it. Okay, as he's kind of circling while facing me, I will, maintain my placid demeanor and also take a slight movement to the right, so within 10 feet of Keck. Can I peer into the cages here from where I like these cage? I'm not able to ping. Okay, there we go. These cages from where I am.
You can. You look in, and you can see it's very dark in there, but you do see some like little pinprick eyes just sort of lock onto you. Like little blue glimmering eyes.
Given how nocturnal my people often are and our dark vision and whatnot, can I recognize a lot of different animals by their eyes, like reflection, basically?
Let's say, do you have night vision as well? Sorry.
I have dark vision, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I lived 50 years in the forest.
Yeah. Roll an animal check once again.
Okay, that's not one.
This one you're not sure on. It's sort of moving around in front of you, and you can't quite. It's just too much in the dark, and it is, even though you have got the dark vision, it's hard to pull out the silhouette. Looks a decent size. It's pretty large. I mean, if you want, you can get a bit closer and just try and look in a bit more. It's up to you.
Can I call out to it? Oh dear, are you having difficulty in the darkness over there? Like, I'm kind of turned my head. I'm talking to the guy on the inside, right? Not the owlbear right now. Are you having some trouble in there? It must be so uncomfortable with no light.
And you can see there is actually also like this slight curtain which is in front of it as well, which is why it was a bit hard to see.
Is like what in front of it?
There's like this sort of thin curtain in front of it as well.
Okay.
So I mean, you can see through it, but you can see these pinprick eyes at the back. But yeah, it's
If I
Up
go
to you.
like a little bit closer, can I approach, pull back the curtain? Not all the way, just lift it a little bit. Oh dear, have you been in the darkness this whole time? Why, no one has cleaned your cage in some time, have they? I'm speaking in a very gentle voice that helps this guy on the inside.
So
Right.
as you get a bit closer, you pull back the curtain and look at the creature inside. You hear hiss back, and then there's a sudden rushing of
What did
padded
it say?
feet. A rush of padded feet as it
Uh-huh.
comes towards you. And please, can you roll me? Please, can you roll me a DC 12 Constitution save?
Okay, not a dex save. Okay.
As you recognize a basilisk moves in.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
close.
that guy. Never mind. I think these are they all monstrosities. Do they not have any actual beasts in here? Anyway, it's a basilisk. Yes, I got a 21 on that save. By the way,
So
I put that curtain back immediately. By the way, I know what basilisks are.
you react instinctively. You know the lore of basilisks. So having heard about
A
them,
lot of basilisk
you
ones.
may not have encountered one, but yeah, you immediately drop the curtain, pull back, and divert your gaze. But you almost feel like it's sort of pins and needles in your fingers and your hands and everything, and your lips just a little bit numb. Yeah, you're okay. But as you've done that, you've suddenly pulled yourself back. The owlbear suddenly decides to rush towards you.
Okay.
And straight to you. And so can I have you both please roll
Can I ask you a question? When Hezekiah's talking to the animals, is he speaking in I guess common?
This is unclear from the game because it says you are able to converse with the animals, but which makes it sound like there's some animal language that you're using, but it doesn't say explicitly what language you would be talking in. Which like I posted the text stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was
and-
asking.
Yeah,
Would he whether we'll understand or no?
I would have to imagine that if I could choose, I would pick Druidic as the language I'd be speaking to animals.
So what you heard was not an animal noise from Hezekiah. It was kind of a sort of humming, rolling, rumbling, almost clicking noise that you. It's just
Okay.
it's just a combination of different things. Very odd, but it seemed to resonate with the animals around it.
Just seeing if I could pick up one half of the conversation at least, but never mind.
Yeah. By the way, the basilisk didn't say anything, right? I mean, I got 10 minutes of this spell, right? I was wondering if I understood anything.
He just said yes.
It's nice of him.
Oh shit, that was a petrified gaze I just avoided. My god. Okay, I remember when you had us fight that cockatrice, right? That I mixed that up. That was a petrifying creature we fought back in the mountain ridgy place, which was the Dragon's Tooth or Dragon Spire. You remember whatever that land was? Yeah.
Yeah, I've killed a player with the petrifying gaze before.
That was terrifying because I didn't have anything that could cure us from petrification at that point. Anyhow, now we're just facing an owlbear. That's pretty easy after the basilisk. See why they had the curtain up, by the way.
You have this owlbear that's rushing against you. He is going to have a initial sneak attack almost on you. He's just going to rush in, going straight for it. So he will get one quick attack in as he rushes in. He's going against you, Keck. So
Okay.
so
It said made attacks. They come in there.
right. Let's see. He's got 2 attacks which are going to come down upon you. Does a 15
15 now.
22 to hit.
What's the last one, sorry?
22 to hit.
That will just about hit.
Okay, so the first, the claw comes down streaks against you. You take 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Second swipe. The second comes in. He comes and snaps at you with the beak. This time it's an 11 to hit.
Nope.
So you manage to pull yourself away just in time, and you hear the snap of that beak just closing in really close to you.
I get my spell that I was gonna that I'd readied up before go off now.
Okay.
So
One other thing I want to do at the start of this round as well, because you were starting to talk to Hezekiah, just roll an animal handling check for me.
me.
Okay.
Sorry, not an animal handling. I think it might be a persuasion check.
Am I
Yeah,
to
just
do it first?
You do a persuasion.
I've done a great job of persuading these creatures so far.
Okay. One success. Right.
Mhm.
Oh, let me just change the music. Okay. Right. So, where's my? It's gone already. Keck, what'd you like to do?
So as I said, I'd already read it down to like still that if the owlbear did run in, that was going to go off anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So that instantly pushed it back 10 feet.
Okay. So he's throwing backwards a bit, yeah. Does it do any damage when it does that?
No damage. It just hedges out anything that isn't undead or construct, and they can no longer come within 10 feet of me unless I forcibly enter this. Unless I force them to enter it.
This is
Or
a
they're
brilliant strategy for something like an owlbear. If you give me guidance, but I can keep trying to persuade these guys so that we can get them into their cages without harming them.
That's kind of why anti-life shell was my kind of thing, as kind of acts as a buffer, so we can get it to move backwards. We can just keep moving it away. I don't know if that takes my turn from that being readied or not.
You readied it and you activated it. So it would take one of your actions. Do you have a bonus action or things that you want to use as well?
No, except for trying to go for the even get alive. We're probably in a better place to be able to, so I'll just leave it there and see what Hezekiah does next.
Okay. Go. What are you going to do, Hezekiah?
Okay. Would I have noticed any kind of change in the demeanor of the owlbear? Like from my persuasion check, I feel like I'm maybe trying to work him a little bit, like the fact that we haven't harmed him yet. Is there
You don't see anything yet. No, I would say
Okay.
he's still looking at you.
Okay. I slightly approach him, but with like a handout. Okay, the squares do not match up. Okay, hard to understand what I should do. Okay. Say, no, please. I understand how agitated you must be. Surely your neighbor right back there. I would say, waving to referring to the basilisk. Your neighbor is often a very unfriendly type, and I understand how difficult it could be to live beside some people who are like this sometimes. But we have no need to come to clash over this. Why, your home has been damaged, has it not? Let us help you and clean, rebuild, and we can all leave this day with a happier accord.
So this is really pushing that 6 seconds.
Okay, sorry.
You get a response back. You're saying, "Home Not my,
Wait, what is it? Not fine?
not my home.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
My home woods. That's all he's.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta set them free. Release them.
Uh-huh. Do you want to make another persuasion check or something? Or
We do it at the start of the round.
okay, of his round. Okay, got it. I figured that talking kind of was my action. I mean, I definitely don't plan on attacking the guy.
You can move. You can move wherever you want to.
From my current position, can I see into any other cages? Like, I mean, like there's one right kind of here, right? Do they all have some curtains on them?
So, as you look around, you see there are multiple cages which seem like they're still intact. They're shut and bolted tight. You can see there is movement within. There are 2 cages which are open and empty. Here,
Yeah, that's the one Albert came out of.
uh, so there's that one there, and there's also this one.
Uh-huh. Empty and nothing inside. Okay. Now you mentioned that some of the cages are like well locked and all that, but what about the curtain business? Like for example, does this one have a curtain on it?
No. The only one that had a curtain is the one which you looked at.
The basilisk. Good planning, by the way, from whoever built this arena. Can I see anything that's inside here, or maybe a perception or something? Check.
You can see. I mean, you can do a perception check. Yeah, roll a perception. Okay. You can see it is very dark and shaded. You can see what looks like yellow eyes in this one here, and a prowling back and forth, agitated creature. Looks large. Sure. It looks like it has a couple of tails. You're not sure. What else?
Full of tails, you said.
It's a prowling creature with a couple of tails, but yeah, you can't make much out. It's dark.
I mean, I'm kind of far away from that one, so. Yeah, I mean, I'd say that's my turn at this point.
Yeah. So just roll persuasion for me.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's a measly 7.
It's going to take its go. Come around here. You watch him,
No.
he seems to be buffeting up against this thing, and as he's going, he's sort of pushing into it and keeps sort of knocking back a little bit. And he's just going to go and try and attack what is seemingly invisible that's stopping him. Attacks. Now, does it have any effect when something attacks this wall?
No, the only way it can be taken down is if I'm incapacitated inside. So any ranged attacks and spells can pass. Oh yeah. So the attacks will pass through, but it can't pass through the barrier. So if anyone was near the edge of the barrier, he could attack them.
Okay.
But he can't physically enter the barrier.
Okay. So as he's trying to push through it, he can't get through it, but then he sort of swipes at it. He feels like his claw goes through beyond where he can push in. And as that happens, first he's going to rush back over here, lunge it through again, and swipe at you, Hezekiah.
Does he have reach?
He does have.
Okay, just checking. I can't remember.
the owlbear. We'll do a claw. He just used one claw attack. He's already used one of his attacks. This is the second one. Comes in to Sakaya, and it is going to be 14 to hit.
14, you said?
14, yeah.
Yeah, that's a miss.
You see the back, just in time you make yourself just to the side.
Mhm.
Was just
Oh, just quick question. I feel like it's probably no, but I've never seen a displacer beast, have I? Like, likely never seen one.
Probably not.
Yeah, once again, it's a monstrosity, not a like actual proper beast. So,
Yeah, I don't think you have seen.
uh-huh.
But roll an animal handling check if you have.
Uh-huh.
You've not seen one, but you've read books which have included information about creatures such as.
Mhm.
It's not unfamiliar.
Mhm. Because I think their like natural habitat isn't even this world. It's like the Feywild or something like that. Now, obviously, this is out of character. When I heard the Two Tails business, that was the first thing I could think of. So maybe whatever's in that northwest cage makes me suspect this could be the thing I've heard of but never seen. Maybe. Yeah.
You're just not sure, unfortunately.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So that's all the Albert's going to do. So it is now back to you, Kat. What do you want to do?
And I'm looking at Hezekiah. I'm guessing the talks aren't going well then.
Well, they could be better. To be honest, the owlbear is probably the most agreeable of the creatures that I suspect are here so far. The basilisk is certainly the hell on earth, and if there is a displacer beast in the northwest, I don't know that can be reasoned with very well. But this gentleman right here, I say referring to the owlbear, there's still a chance that we could work with him.
What would you like to do, Hezekiah?
Well, Kexter.
Yeah, I'm trying
Oh,
to,
sorry. Yeah.
yeah. I'm trying to think like I don't really have anything to kind of do anything non.
Like, if we want to do non-violent stuff, like you giving me guidance is, I think, like the only, and me continuing to try talking to them is like the only thing I can think of.
I can't. The shell takes concentration, so I can't do anything
Oh,
else. Like
okay. Right.
that. Oh.
Ah. Wait, hang on. I'm going in.
Oh god.
I think it's like
I will join said initiative.
Roll your initiative.
Right.
I was more thinking like I think Jack would probably say to kind of Hezekiah, like, have you got anything to help push it back or move it? And then probably thinking back to Lachlan's good old tidal wave of pushing things around.
Yes, I feel like unleashing a tidal wave here will not make it more agreeable.
No, but it's a good fallback if
Like
your discussions don't work.
use fire to control space, right? Like, let's say I summoned a flaming sphere here, for example, right? That also hurts anything which is adjacent to it, right? So like that's is a bit more control. Animals are always like used like fire is used to kind of like push animals back in a sense, and it's worth trying if I don't get anything else done this turn.
Probably just suggest Hezekiah maybe standing back by the basilisk cage again, so you're out of reach. And don't know if at the moment I'm kind of readying more to heal Hezekiah if he needs it. Other than that, I've got nothing to kind of add. Can't use the warding bond because the damage I take could be ruled. I need to do concentration, in which case, chance of losing the barrier. So yeah, I will probably.
Anywhere you wanted to move or anything like that?
Are we not going to move?
Yeah,
So I don't want to risk forcing it through the barrier, and I don't want to obviously. I don't want
Take
to
dodge action, I guess.
Yeah, probably take dodge action for now, and should anything do a ranged attack, at least I've got that benefit. Because technically the Basilisk can't get into the bubble either, even though we're going to be pressed against the thing. I don't know how we're going to rule on that, how big those cages are back there.
So when you cast that, I'll say you heard a thud from behind you within the cage.
Good. Get fucked, Basilisk.
Yeah, it's kind of pinned pancake right against the wall for now. Yeah, so I'll just take the dodge action and leave it at that for now.
Hezekiah.
Work the owlbear again. I say, no, dear, you're being quite ordinary. You can see that some of your neighbors, they are very, very much unhappy about all of this. I don't think it would be very good for anyone if there was to be an unnecessary confrontation. You don't like it when they make you do this, right? You want to get into this yourself. That's my spiel.
I picked myself. That is all. And did you want to do anything else? Do you want to move or anything? Or
I mean, okay, I was trying not to be like even remotely mean. You know, animals are controlled with fire like pretty frequently, right? So like, might be like a bad memory for them. But I suppose I will summon my flaming sphere on the hopes that some combo of the barrier and fear will help control space and try to get it back into into the like west cage. So yes, the flaming sphere.
wherever you want.
Yes, it has the one space radius. Now this guy, hold on, the other grid is like really confusing me, right? So
I can take it off if you want.
No. Okay, so this guy is occupying these 4 spaces here, like that, right? I want my sphere to be. Yes, now they are. Wait, no, that would be overlapping. My sphere to be here, right? Then.
Tell you what, Luke,
I'm just testing out where this.
Let me make this a bit easier. I'm going to turn off the grid. And I'm going to change. So,
Oh, I see. You shifted it. Okay, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So this guy has. Perfect. Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you. Okay. Right. Right. So, if twins thing is like, nope, not like that. Where is it? Twin, would you be able to put up like a visible thing for your anti-life shell?
You get my name right.
What is that? Oh wait, no, it's not. What am I saying? Not twin. Keck, brother Keck, Benny. Would you be able to put on like a thing like this for your anti-life shell?
Can you not see the aura up around me? Green aura.
I can't see that. I used to be able to see it. Now I can't see it anymore.
Oh, I can see it.
Move myself out of.
Any of them coming out? No.
Oh my god, I can't move. I can't click my character without. Okay, there we go. Get out of here. Destroy this red thing. I'm back here. I still can't see it, but it's 10 feet wide, right? So it is that. So this guy is here. See, I can see that.
Oh, that's coming up different calculation now, but okay.
Okay. Yeah, and my flaming sphere has the like 1 space radius to it. I can just add that in if it makes any of this easier. So like
Yeah.
the fieriness of that should ideally convince it not to enter the space of the flaming sphere's aura. So it's like my idea for cajoling it this way and that way. Yeah, okay, I made my spiel. That's all I'm doing.
Um, roll persuasion. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Not a failure, I'm afraid. Okay. So the owlbear is seeing this flaming orb just suddenly burst in next to it. It will react to that, and it will shift backwards to here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to try and jump. To try and jump over this wall. Is it an orb, or is it like a physical?
So it's not a corporeal object, like it can't be attacked or doesn't have HP or anything like that. It is like a flaming sphere, one might call it an orb, and it is very hot right around it. Things don't want to end their turn near it, and I think they can all, even animals can tell that it's going to hurt if you end your turn near it.
Sorry, I was talking more about the wall of
And
Oh, the
Phil.
anti-life.
yeah, anti-life
Yeah,
wall.
it
Is
goes
that a big sphere around you?
10 foot from me in all directions. So yeah, it's a big sphere.
But is it like visible or anything?
A shimmering
shimmering
barrier.
Barrier.
Yeah, it's just
Okay,
tiny
well,
sphere.
Irregardless, he's not the most intelligent thing. So he's going to launch himself high as he can over this, try and break through. So he is just going to jump. And he's going to land on top of it here. And as soon as he tries to pass through it, it is going to catapult him back 10 foot. So he's going to be back over here. And we'll just see if he skids to his side and he's sort of laying prone.
Wait, he's prone. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, prone for a second. And you know what? That's all he's actually going to do on that one. Lock, what did you want to do?
Does this owlbear look like physically like damaged, like abused sort of thing?
Okay, so as you're looking down at it, you can see it's not pristine. You can see it is missing patches of sort of fur and feather. You can see its beak is not perfect either. There are little cracks and little chunks taken out like the edges of it.
Do they look man-made? I don't. Obviously, it's quite hard to tell, but you can normally tell between a cattle prod of sorts or a.
Roll a perception.
14.
You can see they look like scarring that might have come from claw, or fang, rather than anything else.
Well, yeah. Okay. I will climb down. I'm not going to get affected by this barrier, am I?
You weren't in it at the time it was cast. It doesn't really say anything about afterwards. Kind of creatures can't pass through it, so you might be kind of stuck. You have to go along the stairs to get back down, or something. You're not be able to go on top of it.
I'll speak to.
It doesn't say you can be selective over who's allowed through it by the look of it.
Okay.
You can't.
I'll speak to Hezekiah and say, Hezekiah, you've tried speaking to this thing. What does it want? And I'll move. We'll come back to this.
I imagine those stairs are more than 10 feet above us anyway.
If Locke's moving, I'll grab him by the arm and go, "Care to share your plan?"
Talking.
It's more
Yeah,
of
it's a
a
10 it's a 10-foot
reactionary,
drop.
what are we doing?
So Hezekiah, what do you respond?
Sorry, I was peeing and I muted myself like a civilized person. Okay.
Uh,
Now, I respond. Well, as you might imagine, he's not very happy given his conditions here. His neighbors are a bit rude. They seem to have roughed him up at some point, and it is hard to tell someone on the cage this isn't his home. It's not easy to talk someone into returning there, but
doesn't
there
Locke
might be
say?
some.
Well, I
Yeah.
will just say, well, what happens if we offer to set him free?
Perhaps we can manage this. Let me see what I can do. Now, okay, let's say we do set him free. Owlbears can't actually fly, I'm pretty sure, right? So, like, it's not like he can escape through the hole in the ceiling. What is the north exit kind of thing? Like, it's in the building area still, right? Like this north thing.
Yeah, it's a gate thing. It's a closed gate across.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, I just respond. Let me see what I can do, and see where it goes from here.
I guess that'll be my good. Well, I guess I'll dash and I'll try and come round more. But yeah, that'll be my go. I'm just gonna try and avoid that circle.
Everyone
back
else,
to you.
see circle.
I can see the circles. Yeah.
I
Uh-huh.
can't. Not on the
Fine.
map.
Yeah.
But
You can't see the red circle around me in a minute.
nope.
Not anymore.
It's
Okay.
probably just DM only, right? So
Yeah.
I thought unless we got
okay.
chorus turned off. So yeah, kind of seeing the fact there's a bit of a gap now between us and him. Try and close that gap to get between it and Hezekiah again to give that bit of extra protection. Based on where we were before, that should still be 10 foot safe, not force it through or anything. Yeah.
Sorry. Say that again. Sorry. It's not going to push him back if you go there. No.
No, but it's not going to allow him in because I'm not forced. I've not. Well, it
Yeah,
says
yeah.
force them to have passed through it, so I wouldn't force him to
No.
pass through it.
If you walk forwards, it would force him away.
No, I won't force him away. That's the thing. But yeah, just making sure I don't kind of ruin the barrier. Is why it should be alright. But again, there's not a lot I can do other than kind of cheering on Hezekiah, like, how's it going? What's it saying?
Nothing new to report from my report to Lachlan.
Are there like loose stones around us?
There are, yes. The boulder that's come smashing down has left a bit of rubble all around, so it's scattering.
I suppose the only other thing I can think of doing is picking up one of these stones, kind of seeing Hezekiah's fire orb, casting light on a stone and chucking it near to the owlbear to see if it kind of like throws it off guard or kind of, makes it etch back a little bit.
So are you throwing it at him or near him?
Near him.
whereabouts would you like that to land?
There, sort of thing. I know he's prone at the minute, but
Okay.
it's reacted to a bright light already, so another bright light coming towards it. I'm hoping
Roll-
it might hit his shot.
Roll, roll intimidation check.
19.
Okay. So you throw this rock, and it lands really close to the owlbear's face, and the owlbear just shifts, comes in. We'll see how that reacts when you see his go.
Yeah, it's pretty much me.
Back to
Is it me now?
yes, yeah.
I say, I understand that these conditions must be unbearable for you. If you can manage your way, we might be able to open that gate for you. There. Say, pointing to the north.
More than that, we got to take him all the way to the forest. We can't just open the gate and let him out in the.
Okay, Lachlan, so your plan was to take him to the forest ourselves, like the whole way.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, can I redact my previous statement and say...
What, you
very-
generally just think it's a good idea to just go, yeah, go on. Out on the street you go. Just
I'll
let
talk to you about this later. You have been rather energetic today, have you not? It's unfortunate that you're quite so overcome by these events that you cannot see the reason. You will not devour us. You will not beat us. You have to learn how to live with your condition. You have to learn where to find peace in your surrounding. You know that there is only one option. I move my flaming sphere to. Hold on a second. Now there's no grid it clicks to. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what I got. No. Hold on. Sorry. One more space. I'm gonna move my flaming sphere there. I'm gonna move myself here. I guess. Yeah. Okay. Is there a grid that is even on the actual map right now? No. Right. Okay.
I've taken the group. Just
Yeah.
going off.
Okay. Yeah. No problem. Okay. And that's my spiel again. Let me know when you want the persuasion check.
Okay, roll your persuade.
Oh my god, second one.
That's the third one, and it's a critical fail.
Mhm.
Okay. You will not deceive me. And with that, he's going to. He's going to stand himself up. Why can I not? Back up on. Okay. And he's going to see that he can't get through to you guys. He sees Locke running around on the edge. Where is he going? He's not quite. Go rolls. Okay. He's not going to go for you, Locke. He's going to still try and just go for fire again. Actually, the rock hit him almost in his face. He's going back up from that and back up from the orb. So if he go there, then coming back down here.
Did we say the green ones like open cages?
They are open cages, yes. And
Wait, those are open. Okay.
Yeah, he's going to rush. So, he's jumping up on, trying to scramble over the boulder. Let me see how well he does on dexterity on that. Okay. He's going to fail his dexterity on and scramble up on this, he's going to fall back down and land in your spear again, which is going to catapult him back, slamming him into this rock, and he'll roll off to the side over here. He can take a bit of damage from that. Yeah. You see a couple of little feathers sort of fly off his body as he slams back into this meteorite boulder and rolls off onto the ground. Yeah, that's all I do for now. He's not had a good round there. Locke, we'll go over to you.
Ooh. Okay, what would you say is like the best way down?
Best way down.
Yeah, I guess I could like hang off the side and then just plop, right?
So you've got this boulder meteorite.
Yeah.
which-
How high does that go?
the drop down into 10 foot from the lowest point, which is pretty much where you are now. But you can, with a good dex roll, sort of bounce between the rock and the wall and get yourself down without any issue.
Can I not do like
So
a hang and drop?
Hezekiah and Keck both jumped down and had no issue. I've got no problem dropping down if you want to. But if you're looking for the safe way, you can.
I probably could try and be a little safer due to my recent dropping incident. So I'll try and come down here, I guess.
So you scale the boulder and you make your way. Roll a dexterity roll for me. Just have to beat.
To be a what? Sorry.
Just beat a 10 and you won't fall off.
Ah,
So
yeah, that's okay.
you're okay. So you make your way down without any issue.
I'd like to touch the owlbear on the side. Do I need to?
You're just touching him.
What? Yeah. Do I need to? Like, is that an attack?
Touch him? No, you can just touch him. You've gone in close.
Cool. Yeah, I'll touch it and I'll cast tongues on it.
Oh, okay. Okay. The
Um,
tongues will allow you language.
Well, it grants the creature I touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language can hear the target, understands what it says. So we'll all understand it as well.
Okay.
And I will say, after doing so, good bear, we really mean you no harm. We can all speak and not fight, for it would not be a long fight.
Okay, so it responds back. Another talk. More arrive. More fight.
Can I respond, or do I have to wait?
You'd have to wait. This all happened.
Right.
Yeah. What you want to?
No, I'll just brace for impact if he wants to swing at me.
Well, it's a dodge action or something else.
No.
Oh, I guess touch is the action, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, tongues is my action, so.
Roll a persuasion as well, by the way.
Okay, here we go. Oh, I was so close to that 20. 13.
You don't notice any difference.
Okay. Yeah, that's me. That's me done.
Brother Keck, over to you then.
You can speak to it now, Keck. Use your religious ways.
More the panic of seeing the previously crippled Lachlan now putting himself in harm's way again. Yeah.
I got to use my spell.
I'm thinking I might use aid to bolster you so you don't get like absolutely wiped out by it.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Can't be close enough to dash forward on you. Fred. Yeah, I suppose now that he's heard the beast talking, he's a bit more taken aback and. Yeah, dear friend, we're all from Tar, and we have not yet harmed or caused harm to you during these past 18 seconds. Can you not see? We mean you no harm. We just need you to just calm down and listen.
Or a persuasion check.
16.
Success. Start to see a sort of glimmer in its eye as it starts to look around at the group of you, now all talking to him. Seems confused. Whoa. And the phone you get back, he just sounds very confused.
I suppose at the same time, the Albert now understands the basilisk as well.
Okay.
I don't know if that counts as my action on top of that, but yeah, I have no bonus action or anything else I can do because I can't move because Lachlan's in the firing line now.
Squish him into it. Yeah. Okay. Hezekiah.
Sorry, I'm just getting back to the computer in a sec. I don't know what like moved on the map. Just give me like 20 seconds.
Only Locke is the newest addition. Sandwiched in between the owlbear and the
Okay. Did Keck's the spiel have any effect on it? Because it did move, right?
Yes.
It looked like something has slightly changed.
Okay. Dear, I'm so happy that you are seeing the reason here, I say as I move a little closer. You can see that we are not attempting to hurt you. We do not wish for anyone to be hurt here. But it is very dangerous outside. You understand that we cannot simply allow you to be hurt outside of here. We do truly hope that you will see the reason in our words and make your way back. Please, you have to understand what we're saying. Please move back. And I'm going to move my.
Roll your persuasion. And where are you going to go as well? Are you moving that in? Yeah.
I'm moving the flaming sphere. I think like. Yeah. Okay. I'll move the flaming sphere here. I will move outside. Can I leave the anti-life barrier, Keck, and like maybe re-enter later or something like that, or how does that work?
You can't re-enter them once you're
I
through
can't
one side of
re-enter.
it.
Okay. And I'll move here, where I'm still in the barrier. hold on. Let me see if I can move this here. Here, would my flaming sphere? It would overlap with the bear, I think, right? Yeah, it's a 5 foot space, right? So let's not worry too much about the circle itself. It's more about the grid,
I
right?
think it's just on the edge. It's not going to hurt the bear.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So this is what I will do, and my persuasion check is the following. 5.
No
Okay. I need to get better at this. Oh well, that's my try.
I don't. So he is not liking the flame orb coming in. Locke has moved in close to him.
Why did you bring the orb close to him?
He is going to swipe as he backs up. So he is going to take a swipe in your direction. Oh, 20 to hit.
I will cast shield in reaction.
With shield and claws just sort of blast away, slicing down you. It pulls back and comes to slap him with its beak, just straight at your face. Oh, natural one.
Huh.
It totally fails at that. It's the closeness of this orb being sandwiched on the other side of this boulder, which is pushed back. It really backs up. Starts to go part way into the. Yeah, that's all it's going
I will say to Hezekiah, get this orb away from him. If we want to deal with it, we can do it in one swoop. And I'll just kind of like try and make myself small, if that makes sense. To try and not make myself a threat. I know I'm already a dwarf, so I'm already quite small, but I will kind of like come down, like, whoa. And I was like, look, if you want, right, don't fight us. And when the others come back in, you can talk to them. You'll understand them. You'll know everything they say. This magic, it lasts. Yeah, and I'll try and maybe see if he wants to go down that route. See what assholes are keeping him hostage, and maybe he can see that we're different.
roll persuasion check.
Come on. That was an 18. That's not. It's cocked. It's not my fault. I'll screenshot it.
As I said last week. You say last week?
Yeah, I know.
Really
It's just a 3D dice invaded me. It's alright.
We go by the roll 20 stats that come up on screen.
Yeah. No. It rolled as a 5 on D&D Beyond as well. It was just a little the animated dice I saw.
Is that still a rolling?
Sorry?
Is this still an issue where it's rolling different on D&D Beyond to where?
No, it's fine for me. I think.
Yeah, they fixed it since.
Fixed it.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, that problem came up like a couple of weeks ago or something, right? This is my only game I played with D&D Beyond. I didn't know how bad it was.
It was definitely present last week. So.
Okay.
They say they patched it.
Okay, that's a fail. So doesn't seem to react to that at all.
Maybe it needs time to process. I'll just say it. I keep saying it until the dice roll good.
Okay.
So, based on his reactions, I know the last two have been pretty poor persuasions. What was it? What was his kind of like demeanor after their two interactions? Is it kind of looking more aggressive again, or is it still in that state of
No,
confusion?
it doesn't. It doesn't look more aggressive. No, it's more cowering at this point. It's pulling back against these things. So there's the fire orb, which is right next to it, which it doesn't want to be near. It's got 3 people in front of it who it can't see hurt. So it's just recoiling, retreating back, and now it is partly into the.
Okay. I'm going to drop empty shell and move forward because Lachlan is currently there, and again, Keck kind of having that. I don't want Lachlan to get hurt again. He's going to kind of just stroll right up to the Albies with arms open, kind of like I've come with no weapon. I come with no magic or shield or spell cast. Please just let us speak. And as part of that kind of gesture as well, I'm going to cast Create Food and Water. So there is a selection of meats, breads, and waters appear around it and in its cage behind it as kind of like an offering.
Okay, so the food's all in the cage, or is it outside of the cage?
It's kind of outside of the cage, but also leading into the cage because it's anywhere within a 30 foot and it covers. Oh shit! Didn't do that twice. 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water on the ground or in containers within range. So I'd probably say some of the meats are behind it. Containers of water are probably in front of it. So depending on, it's kind of see a selection of stuff and knows that, it's food, not the
Yeah.
tastiest of foods. It's very bland tasting, but I imagine it's not treated well or fed well.
Okay, well, roll a persuasion check. This time you can roll it with an advantage.
Come through?
Not come through yet.
On D&D Beyond, it says I've got an 18. The 18 and a 9 were rolled. I don't know why it hasn't come through to. Oh, I've got to use a stupid thing when you right click on it.
It's not. So, right, so top roll was an 18.
Yeah. So it's 18 plus 2, so it's 30, 20.
At the sight of all of this sort of food that's appeared around, you watch as it starts to completely back up into the cage and starts to scarf down and just delve into all this food around it. It looks like it hasn't eaten. I mean, it's not like it's not eaten. So it starts eating it all. Yeah, that's pretty good.
And is there any kind of like sight of a mechanism to close the cage, or is it kind of.
Now the cage itself, would have to pull the door shut and pull the bar across.
Okay, well, Keck not being the strongest of that, it's kind of done his action. I don't think a bonus action I can do all that. So, kind of moving towards the door, but not like reaching for any of it. It's kind of like standing ready if someone else does come forward to do anything to help.
Just ready if someone needs help. Okay. So, Hezekiah, is now your turn.
So Keck was not able to fully close the door. Okay, or at all. From my current angle, can I see pretty well inside this northeast gate?
In that, it looks empty.
Okay, think about that later. For now, I will move up to here, start closing the gate.
Yeah.
Pulling the bar across it. Does that all go fine?
You manage to pull the gate shut and pull the bar across, and the owlbear is secured. You didn't do any damage. It took was from itself. So yeah, you have now reach the owlbear.
We can do things about
Now,
being
with
murder
the-
hobos.
Yeah. Yep. Now the flaming sphere, it does emit like light in like 15 and 30 feet of different brightnesses. If I could move this here with my bonus action, I moved 5 spaces, so I still got 10 feet of movement left. If I could move here now, what do I now see inside the top left cage?
Top left.
Yep.
You see a feline type face, yellow eyes, multiple tails, and tails have this sort of barbed end, just sort of shimmering and shaking. You
Sorry, were you saying something? I think you feel like you got cut off there.
you do see a displacer beast.
Okay. Let's say, well, I've never seen this creature before. And I've spent all my movement. I think I can move with the bonus action. I can move the sphere up to like, what is it, 30 feet? Sorry, let me just find that spell again. The wing sphere, right? Yeah. You can move the sphere up to 30 feet. Sorry, what's that?
We're not actually fighting. Takes that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would just like to shine some light inside of here. If we're out of combat, then I would also like to approach this gate and see what I can see of the now empty cage.
Okay. You can see like a scattering of bedding in there. You can see what looks like deep bore marks in the dirt and in the side walls. But there's not much else.
Based on the smell, can I guess what kind of animal might have lived here once? The sight of dung or anything like that, you know?
Okay, roll.
Roll what, you said? Animal or perception?
Nature.
Sorry, could you... Nature, okay. 15?
It seems familiar to the cage next to you. You just
I call out, some manner of creature must have escaped from here. By the way, so the Speak with Animals thing, ritual spell lasts 10 minutes, but I think I can drop it of my own volition. And I would, I guess, choose to do so now. So I say to only well, I guess Owlbear can still understand me. I call out, something has been here which has seemingly escaped. Smells a little bit familiar, but I can't totally place it. Do any of you have any experience with such creatures, or any? Would any of you like to take a sniff?
Perhaps we should inquire with the elves we met before whether this one has in fact escaped, or maybe
Fair enough. Keck, why don't you ask him? He seems most responsive to you because of the great gift you've given him.
I meant the elves, not the owlbear.
Oh, the elves, you said. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, because that it could have died in a fight. It could have been sold. It could have anything could have happened to it, and you know, escaped or not.
Let me just. Can I take a peek inside? I don't know if you want an investigation or perception or something, just to see if I can get a better understanding of what might have been in here.
Okay. Roll a perception.
Okay. That's a 10.
The only other thing you can see is a feather.
A feather. Okay. Here's a guess from me. do I see anything that looks like a heavy beak kind of scratching mark on the walls or anything of that sort?
I would say there's a few scratches. It looks like scratches in the dirt, and there are some scratches with your roll. I would say it's hard to
Okay.
make your roll. Maybe it could be a beak, possibly. Yeah, you're
Right.
not sure. You're not
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. I say, wait, hold on. We fought an axe beak in this game, didn't we? At some point?
Mhm.
No.
Or am I mixing? Oh, we didn't. Okay.
Haven't
It's hard to remember everything you fought.
No, I think you were eating.
Oh, we ate the axe. Okay. Does it smell any similar to that? I don't know. Hey, guys, come over here. Does any of this look slightly familiar to you from the meal we had just last night? Correctly, that was last night.
So these doors, are they like solid wood and you can't see through them? Are they like chain links so you can you can see
They're,
supposed to be a scope?
they're, the cage doors are metal.
Like, jail type metal bars, I think, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably
I say,
Hezekiah being overexcited, Tech is kind of lean into the Albert and go, would you mind just what happened to the resident of the other cage that's open over there? If it escaped, I imagine these two either fought or, as you said, as we're kind of leaning towards, we ate it the night before.
As you're talking, you hear a bottle break in direction to your east.
So from the higher up the fancy pants area.
Very possible.
you said a bottle breaking in the northeast. Right?
Heard like bottle break.
Okay. Can we look up again to see what it might have been?
It's a little bit too high for you to see up there.
Mm-hmm.
But you're immediately 10 foot down from the lower seating area, and then that higher seating area is about another 10 foot, so 20 foot.
Mm-hmm. I call out to Romok. Romok, could you see where that sound came from? He's like high up in the stands and all that.
Kind of watching you all down there, watching you coddle the owlbear. What do I see from this point?
You don't see anything either. It's above you. It's 10 foot up.
Did the owlbear give any kind of response? Or was it just too busy eating as well?
Sorry, but
I'll say sorry you cut off me.
what was it you said to the owlbear? Sorry.
I just asked the owlbear if it knew what resident was in the other cage that was vacant.
Roll persuasion check.
Eight.
You just hear him eating and eating.
Would it be
think of
possible
anything.
to attempt to climb up the 10-foot thing into the lowest rank of the stands?
Yeah. Roll a just to roll a deck save. You start to climb up and grab hold of some of the fixings on the wall. Yeah, you make it. You up without any issue.
Mm-hmm. Can I see anything once I'm up?
Again, there's this wall here, which is sort of this area just above. It's another 10 foot. So you could try and make your way up there and climb up again, or you can make your way around to the back. But
Oh, wait, sorry. So like my like that's to climb up. That's like now I'm on the lowest bit of the
Uh-huh.
I guess if I'm here, the lowest bit of the stands. So there's another wall here. Oh, you're saying the wall at the top of the stands, right? Is
But,
interesting.
yeah, just look here.
Okay.
Um,
Maybe I try to go up the stairs
Yeah,
here, right?
you-
Or wait, no.
fair enough.
Okay.
Viewing area here, you see. And that's 10 foot up.
Okay, this wall is 10 foot up. What about the wall kind of like right where I am, like the back of the stands? Is that a 10-foot wall that you're saying, or?
No, that's like you drop down another 10. 10
Oh,
foot.
okay, okay, okay.
There's like a
Okay.
little landing you can go down there.
Okay. So once I get like up here, here is a 10-foot wall. So I'll try to maybe get the higher part of the stands and try to climb up again. Another dex save you want?
Yeah.
That's
This
5.
this time you just skid back down. You can't quite find it.
Roma, can you attempt to climb up to see what's up there? I say from behind the building thing, the good stands. You know, the it's called the private box.
Is there a way up?
I can't find me.
Is there a way up to climb? Like, are the footholds? So there is there a way that I can
I mean, it's
traverse it?
there's a few little bits where you can try and grab hold of to get some grip. Yeah, there will be a few spots. You'll need to roll a dexterity.
Oh, what? Sorry, you went quiet.
A dexterity.
Dex save.
Yeah, you manage it. You pull yourself up and find yourself up on the higher viewing area, and you little steps which go down. You make a little bit more, and as you do that, suddenly a flurry of feathers and a large figure sit. But rushes forwards,
Oh no!
howls
Oh.
over, and comes down in. It is in fact an axe beak. You can see its beak is very large and pointed. Little, not quite like you see in this picture. Yeah, does resemble an axe. And it just sort of thrashes its head back and forth, and it lets out this sort of growling, rumbling, odd noise, and flaps its feathers. But that's where we're going to have to call it an end for the night, right, guys? But yeah, we can deal with this. Is up to you. Solve one of them at least.
And hey, I guessed all 4 creatures kind of correctly. Well, the basilisk, I didn't guess it before it kind of got me, but
That's
hey, yeah.
I don't think I can do next week. Just ends up.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do is that tell us what.
Well, I'd probably just go invisible and try and hide.
I'll write that.
This man rolls a higher initiative than you and just charge you before you have a chance to do it.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Right, well,
Cheers,
we won't-
buddy. Well, good job on
Thank you,
very
buddy.
short notice and putting it together.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Catch you later.
Well, next game, who knows what's going to happen?